the door was closed, he would open it. I think the first time he did it was when there were kittens in the foster room. He is just obsessed with kittens. Kittens and mom are the two things that he wants, and he'll do anything to get to. We'd have to just like pile things up in front of the door to keep him from opening it. So, yeah, he's a determined little man. We pretty much have a rotating, door for fosters. He just loves the little kittens. He's like, you're mine. I can teach you what I want to teach you, and you're gonna love me because I'm being nice to you. And they love him. Pokey will groom them, helping to clean off their face, and then teaching them how to groom, teaching them how they can play, not play too rough with humans, not play too rough with other cats.
His biggest problem with fostering is just he hates it when they're around and he can't get to them.
Yeah.
And kittens come in, you don't know what they had, so you have to quarantine for a bit. That adjustment period is tough because he gets really resentful.
We fostered about 90 cats and kittens. Pokey was our 10th foster.
Pokey, you're silly.
Oh, Pokey, you can't take it. You can't take it, Pokey. I got a call one day that they had just found a single kitten. He was found on the street, no mom anywhere around, and the shelter wanted to know if I wanted to foster him.
That's back when I was surprised by cats showing up without my knowing about it. I'm over it at this point.
Pokey was a singleton, which is just a single kitten rather than in a litter. And singletons are sort of a special type of foster. And if they're not raised appropriately, they can be difficult pets later in life. He was extremely needy. I mean, I couldn't put him down without him just sort of howling his head off. So I basically took to wearing him. So I just carried him around against my chest all day for the first couple of weeks. And I think that really created this very strong bond that Pokey and I have. He was with us for a few weeks, and the shelter called and they said, okay, he's old enough. It's time to bring him back in and find him a home. It's like, can I just keep him for like a little bit longer? So yeah, I think like a week or two later, I called the shelter and I was like, so we want to keep him. She's like, I know. So we got our first litter when he was about 2 or 3 years old. He just took to it right away, but his skills really came out with a kitten we called Sprout. She was a singleton, and he loved that kitten. I think she was 3 weeks old, but she weighed less than half a pound when she came. I mean, she was very, very small. She was very fragile. He was just a surrogate parent. He took to grooming her. He let her climb all over him. And I think that was really, really pivotal for her development. That's been Pokey's sort of biggest asset, really, is he does such a good job with other single kittens that we now sort of specialize in singletons. So whenever our rescue gets a single cat, it's okay, does Pokey have an opening? Is Pokey accepting new kittens? It's really rewarding. I mean, to get these tiny little creatures who couldn't survive if they were not in a foster home. And it takes a lot of effort and a lot of sweat and tears and worry to get them to a point that they're ready to find a home. And that's an amazing thing to do. Those first few nights after the kittens are gone, I mean, I struggle to breathe because he's just all up in my face. And then a few days after that, he starts getting antsy and he'll start deliberately causing trouble. It's not fun at all. He's like, so, do you want your blinds to stay in shape? Okay, kitten.